Hello Virgos, I'm Christy. You're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot and this is your reading for the week ahead. As always, if anything I say resonates or you feel it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Let's get on with the reading. What's happening for the beautiful Virgos this week? I'm deciding to do an oracle card for everyone this week. Something different just to start the reading off. I don't know this oracle deck very well, so bear with me, but I really like it so far. What's happening for Virgo? Okay, you got the little boy card. I feel this is about your playful side. This is about your inner child coming out. Others of you, if you have a little boy, there could be something significant around him this week. And with the bottom of the deck being the lily, there is something there's a lot of love. I feel like you're loving your child like self more. You're letting yourself be goofy. Almost like, some of you, this is a weird thing to say, but you're very put together. Very like, you could have had very strict families growing up, or very like, oh no, don't do that, don't, like, there's something with the playfulness where you're now going to get to play more and be messy and let go of being perfect, or let go of a like perfect image people have of you and do more childlike things. And that could be simple things. It could just be like dressing weird, or by weird's a bad word, weird could be positive. I mean dressing differently, dressing out of your comfort zone, or doing things out of your normal routine, but liking it. I feel like there's something where you're shaking up your routine and doing something silly this week. Like, you're rollerblading to work, right? Or I feel, especially if you're someone that's like, oh my gosh, I have such a nice car, everyone's expecting me to turn up in my Jag. You're like, no, not today, I'm going on my rollerblades. Like, there's something more playful about what you're up to this week in general. I feel like it's actually getting you out of a rut. If you've been in a rut and been like, oh my gosh, everything's on repeat, it's like the same day over and over, you're like, well, I'm actually going to do something to change that. This is what I'm going to do. I feel like you're realizing that you want to break a cycle that you're stuck in, and you're breaking it by doing something as simple as rollerblading to work. Or, you know what I'm trying to say? I can't even think of a better example. It's such a silly example, but it's something silly though. It's something, it could be a hairstyle you used to like wear, again, don't have an example. I have no example at all. But it could be a hairstyle that you've not had since you were little and you're like, oh, I want that hairstyle again. I want to look like that again. It doesn't suit my job. I'm a lawyer. I need to have it all. Nope, I'm going to have this. And it's breaking your energy out of like a funk. Okay, what's happening for Virgo this week? You have 5 of Wands, Page of Wands, I was also getting something about necklaces. Like, you could have like this really, it feels like a statement necklace of like these big beads or this big shell or something, and it's just like, that's you're gonna break it out again, you're gonna wear it again. There's a necklace or something, or you're gonna get given a necklace and you love it and it makes you happy, but you're like, oh, probably shouldn't wear that out of the house, like it's a bit of a statement, it's quite bright, or it's quite big, it's quite full on. And I feel like you're gonna come to the conclusion, I'm happy in this, I'm gonna wear it. Like, there's something around clothes or a jewelry, necklace specifically for a lot of you, where you're gonna, yeah, that's just playing on my mind so strongly. Queen of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. So as always, I'll talk you through these 4 cards first and then clarify and get more out of them. 5 of Wands though is conflict, or disagreements or a battle of some type. I don't know what this is about. I feel I'm getting butting heads. You could be butting heads with people in your life, family, friends. You're not, I don't know why, I just want to say, like, I feel like you've had enough of certain people, and I don't mean like forever. I don't feel like you're burning bridges, but you know when you're just around maybe one person for too long, and you just, both of you know each other so well, where you know exactly what they're going to say, you know exactly what they're going to do, you know exactly, and there's just something where you need a break. You need that balance. You're not supposed to be glued to each other's hips. And this could be a partner, this could be a best friend, this could be a sister or brother. Whatever it is though, you love this person. That's what I feel like. I feel like there's a base of love here. And because of that, love, like the opposite side of love, everything's balance, is sometimes hate, right? And there's just something where you need a break from someone. There could be something where you, instead of realizing that, you aren't seeing that. You're almost, I just feel like this annoyed energy coming from you around someone. It's really giving me sister vibes of like when people have sisters that they are so close with and they love them to death, but they also grind their gears, right? There's just something where I feel like that's prominent this week for some reason. There could be basically the guidance that I'm feeling from this is like, if you're in battle with someone and they're annoying you and you don't want to be in the battle anymore, leave the battle, right? Walk away. Because I just feel as if there is certain energy around you that will carry on battling you. As long as you're in front of them, they will carry on fighting you, if that makes sense. So it's like someone has to call it a day. And it isn't like giving up, it's like you being the bigger person or something. Page of Wands. Page of Wands is very, very like travel-y energy, very exploring. You could go exploring, wandering, adventuring. It's very like, I keep saying it's very. So it could be very weird. It's spontaneous. There's something spontaneous happening this week. You just decide, I'm gonna go to Greece. And you have no idea what you're gonna do when you get to Greece. You don't know anybody in Greece. But you're like, I'm just gonna go there because I want to. I feel called. I'm gonna do it. This week, next week, whatever it may be. It's very spontaneous though. There's something, and it might obviously not be Greece for all of you. I don't know why I feel the need to say that. But whatever it is, it's very last minute, very like spur of the moment. You want to do something and you're like, well, I'm not getting any younger. I'm gonna do it. I really like it though. Whatever this is, there's going to be some type of adventure stem from it. Queen of Wands, you look good. Queen of Wands, for me as a reader, is very like materialistic sometimes for some reason, even though it's not pentacles. It's very like more, you're feeling good because you look good. Because everything's tied together. And if you like the way you look, if you like the way you feel, if you're feeling good, you're gonna look good, if that makes sense. Like, it's all hand in hand, it's all tied together. And I feel like there's something where you're really feeling good in your own skin, feeling comfortable in your own skin, sorry. And you're really, with that, starting to like your skin. You're going, I look good. I feel like there's more of an acceptance, and actually not acceptance, I don't like that word. It's more of like you liking how you look and feeling into how you look. Others of you, Queen of Wands, very like magnetic. You are entertaining. People are, if there's 100 people in a room, for some reason they're all, whether you realize it or not, keeping an eye on you. They're like, what is Virgo up to? Why is everyone over there laughing at Virgo? Like, there's a lot of you're very popular, and not in like a, oh, he's popular or she's popular, not that kind of way. In like a, your energy is so attractive and magnetic, just to hype you up here, that people are pulled to you and wondering what you're up to and wanting to keep an eye on you because of, like, the Queen of Wands is very, I feel like saying Queen of Wands is very sunflowery. Queen of Wands very, very, sunflowers are relevant for some reason. And the thing is actually like, there's sunflowers on all of these cards. It's strange. That have come out for you. But either way, what I'm trying to say is, when you see sunflower, you go, oh, sunflower. Do you know what I mean? Does that make, is that just me? Maybe that's just me. But it's like, they're so big and bright that you can't ignore the sunflower. If it was any other flower, maybe you wouldn't notice it, you'd carry on. But sunflowers kind of just go, bam, look at the sunflower. I feel like you're the sunflower. You can't be ignored this week. I really like it. Even if you don't like attention, I'm sorry, I like it. I like that you're gonna like it, is what I mean. You're gonna like the feeling of whether you, because you're not realizing it, but you will feel the energy subconsciously of, huh, I'm getting a lot more like people come up to me than normal, or I'm getting a lot more messages and phone calls than normal. I'm getting a lot more, there's just a popularity energy, and you might not really realize why, but you also kind of can feel that you're feeling like your best self, basically. Knight of Cups, very romantic. This could be your partner, or if you're single, there's someone coming towards you, either way, that is approaching you with a lot of love. A lot of like thought, if that makes sense. I don't want to say you could be getting a gift. I don't know why the feather is making me think that, but it's like, it's gonna be a really heartfelt gift. I'm not like, oh, it's gonna be Cartier, or it's gonna be a Rolex. I'm not like, it's gonna be rich. It's gonna be rich in terms of priceless, in terms of it'll mean something to you, if that makes sense. They're like, if you collect things and you had one more you needed to add to the collection of something, they've somehow managed to track it down and find it. Whatever it may be, there's just a lot of thought, or it could just be like an inside joke, but there's a lot of meaning behind something someone does for you. Clarify the Five of Wands. You have the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is love, new love, healing, which is very lovely, because whatever this is, whoever this is that you are in combat with, you're healing that connection. I don't know why I'm getting glue come through. Like, really specifically glue. Which is so interesting. Some of you could have been in battle with someone and you've already pulled away from them because you're like, we're butting heads, we're not good. You could have already walked away from them. And then with the Ace of Cups, you're now like, oh, actually, I want to be attached to your hip again. I think we should spend more time with each other. I want to be around you more. It's like the second you separated, the second you distanced yourself from them, the Ace of Cups now there, you both healed, you both came back into like balance, and both went, oh, I miss them. Like, it takes that separation, it takes that pulling away, especially when you're around someone for like extended periods of time. You're gonna get sick of them, even if they're the most amazing person in the world, even if you are like puzzle pieces that fit together perfectly and you get on like a house on fire. Enough time around them, you're gonna find reasons to be annoyed by them. And there's just something with the Ace of Cups where I feel like you are coming back into balance and healing any grievances, annoyances, any stress, any like, and realizing from like a wider perspective, oh, I think we just had enough of each other for a second there, didn't we? Like, there's something where you're just, and I feel like this is your partner for a lot of you. This is someone you are with a lot of the time, and I feel like are making, or have recently made, the healthy decision to distance yourself in order to have a fresh start again, right? Have a new start with them, begin again. Like, you can't begin again with someone if nothing's changed, right? And I feel like the thing you've changed is you've separated yourself from them for a second, and you've gained clarity, and you've changed from that. Page of Wands, let me clarify it. Page of Wands clarified by strength. I feel like there is something you are very strongly pulled towards, right? That Greece trip. And you're like, I'm gonna look like an idiot. This is gonna sound nuts, but I'm going to Greece tomorrow. Like, there's something where you are so strongly pulled to do something that is out of the normal, that is very spontaneous, You just have this urge. You had a dream, you had a cooling, you were meditating, and you suddenly saw yourself kayaking in... Oh, my elbow. Did you hear that? You see yourself, you're meditating and you see yourself kayaking in Rarotonga, and then you go, oh, I'm going. Like, there's something very spontaneous because of how strongly you just have a vivid dream, or you have a vivid feeling. You just have this such a... It's not even, because I just feel like sometimes we can be spontaneous and we can be like halfway doing the spontaneous thing and be like, this is silly, this is a bad idea, right? But with the strength card here, you're not doing that. You're like, I must. There's like a strong conviction around something that's pulling you. Clarifying Queen of Wands, you have 7 of Wands, 2 of Wands. 7 of Wands is like standing up for yourself. I feel as if you are creating very strong boundaries with people in your life, and that's also why you're so magnetic suddenly, because in the past you were very open and very caring and very loving to everyone, and you understood everyone, and you're very empathetic. And with the 7 of Wands, now you're like, well, I'm actually going to be very empathetic and loving and giving to those that have shown me that they are worthy and solid and deserve a place to be in my life. Like, there's something where you're putting down a boundary now of, or this week, you're being very, very selective or picky around who you keep close. With the 2 of Wands, it's funny that I said you're being picky, because there's something you're choosing between. Some of you, this could be Queen of Wands, 2 of Wands, 7 of Wands. If you are single, you're being very picky. You're being very picky with who you are meeting, who you're dating, who you're interacting with. You're being very picky, you're being very selective in a good way. Like, you're just realizing your own value with that Queen of Wands, and that you don't want to, I feel like, make excuses or see the best in people. Instead of seeing the best in people, you're able to see people from a more balanced view now of, actually, even if someone's the bee's knees, there's sides to every person that aren't ideal, and you're just becoming very grounded and aware of being careful who you spend time with or something, or who you date, or even, it's very interesting. 7 of Wands is also about protection. So if you can, if there's any protection you can bring, like, protection could mean anything, right? I meant more like pepper spray, but anyways, just keep protection with you or something with that 7 of Wands, because you are capable of protecting yourself, but there's also like something saying with 2 of Wands to choose that, to choose. If there's 2 paths and there's something you're unsure about, go the more protective route. If there's someone you kind of want to meet them, you're like, oh, I'm not sure actually, go the safer route with that. Like, I wouldn't usually say that, but there's just something where it's like, choose the more cautious option. Clarify the Knight of Cups. You have the 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles is work. With the Knight of Cups, you could have someone at work that's flirting with you, being very romantic, giving you some type of very heartfelt gift. 8 of Pentacles is also something like, this person has made this. Somebody has sculpted you or carved you something. There's something very romantic, and I feel like the reason being is it's not valuable in money, it's valuable in, they've put time, effort and work into this. They've created it, crafted it. I really love this energy. I can't speak, but I love this. Knight of Cups, like, you aren't materialistic people. You don't care how much something costs. It's the thought, it's the effort, it's the idea that counts. And the fact that there is someone around you, whether you're in a relationship or whether this is someone that just has a crush on you, either way it's going to mean a lot to you, because you're going to know they've put time into something. They put time into their approach to you, they've put thought into it. They aren't just jumping in and trying to like flash their wallet about, right? They're showing you they are actually serious, or they do care a lot more than they've been showing or something. I really like this whole reading, and for some reason the card that's standing out the most right now is Seven of Wands, and I really just want to say you are protected more than you realize, but also you are capable of protecting yourself more than you realize. So if there is anything you can do, and that isn't any fear mongering at all, that's me going, remember that you are a badass and you are stronger than you realize, enough to look out for yourself. Don't, I just feel like there's something of you leaving an energy of timidness also. If you were a little bit timid or a little bit in certain situations like cautious, you're now portraying this energy of don't mess with me, don't even try me, like, and that changes the way you're treated, and you're then being treated with a lot more like don't mess with Virgo. Like, I just feel like there's a lot more power. You're being put on more of a pedestal or something than you were in the past. I'm going to wrap your reading up here. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated or you feel it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing. And I'll see you next Tuesday for Tiny Talk Tarot Tuesdays.